Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for another I saw it in Somerset Studio Magazine. This time we're going to make some of these type of cards. She's made greeting cards, and this one's by Amy Wilcutt. With pressed flowers, and I didn't have like actual pressed flowers for my garden. I mean, these are actual pressed flowers, but they're not for my garden. I just purchased them on Amazon because it takes a while for them to dry completely when you press your own. So I just bought some. But anyways, these are just super cool. I just thought it would be really fun to try making some of these. So, and rather than doing greeting cards, which you could totally do, I mean, do whatever you want to do. But I think I'm going to do journaling cards because I have stacks and stacks of these glue pages from, gluing and then sticking them together. So I thought they would be fun journaling cards as well as greeting cards. Either way, they would be fantastic. So that is what I'm going to do. So my background may not, I don't know yet. I could put some like tissue down to get that coloration of the craft rather than putting a craft piece of paper on there. Anyhow, we're going to play. With these in mind, how is that? These are our inspiration. Mine, of course, are not going to turn out like theirs. Yours will not turn out like mine. That's just, but we can see what we come up with. All right. So like I said, I'm using glue pages. So some of these are going to have to be glued a bit more and then cut a little bit to even out because they're all wonky. So how are you guys? I hope that you're fantastic. I am doing very well. Just still on spin cycle from the steroids, but I feel good, so that's all that matters. I'm not scratching my skin off. I mean, the shaky thing's always kind of my thing, but it's just, woo, extra. It's a little extra. Okay, so I think since I'm going to use them as journaling cards, I'm going to, keep sort of to this rough size of about 4 inches by 5.5, roughly. I mean, it's going to kind of be whatever size your book page is, honestly, and it doesn't matter. Use whatever you have. And if there's any bad words on these, I apologize. I just use, for my glue books, I use dollar store books. So sometimes, yep, you're going to see a bad word. I didn't write the book. That's all I can say. All right. So this is just paper bag we're going to use because I had it right there next to me in my messy desk area. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing good, trying to stay cool. I'm sure it's been over 100 degrees here and it's supposed to stay that way pretty much for a while, near future. So that doesn't make me ecstatic. I kind of like the bag torn edge there, so I think I'm going to tear just a little bit more off of this side just to add texture. And I kind of am also liking the crinkles, so I might go ahead and crinkle the whole thing. You can, when you see these things in the magazine and you like them, you can try to duplicate them a little bit more, just like it or whatever. But you can also do your own thing and you might come up with something that they didn't, So just do your own thing when you see something in a magazine you like. You don't have to make it identical. It's kind of like any of our inspiration, like when we watch a video and think, oh, I'm going to try that, but I'm going to do it this way. You know how we do. I need to say hugs and blessings to Queen, Betty Ann, Barbara, and Oz Jan. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your kind comments and always joining me and just being so lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome to new subscribers and welcome back to continuing followers, people who have been with me for a while. I appreciate all of you very much. Definitely could not do what I do without all of you, so thank you. And you guys are always so kind and wonderful to me. I am going to ink the edges. Hers were not a whole lot of inking, but, you know, again, I am going to do me. And then I also want, I'm going to take another one of these and put some gesso on it. I need to clean that off. Big glob O gesso on there. All right. And then I want a brush that's not super smooth. I kind of want that rough because I'm going to try to do sort of a dry brush thing. I'm going to have to put something down. End up with a big mess on my... So obviously now I'm changing the color of my my craft background that I tried to get right, but you'll still see some of it. So I think it's going to be just like that. And then we'll take other pieces of paper, random, whatever. I have a whole stack of stuff. And I have this cool cicada wing tissue from Betty Ann. Thank you, Betty Ann. When she sent me the other papers, she sent me this, and it's very cool. So we'll use some of that, but I want to use it where on a lighter background, so it'll show up well. I have lots of goodies here to play with. So I love this paper. So basically, you're just putting down different papers, right? Just as some sort of background for your flowers to go on. They're the like showstopper. So you just want stuff that looks cool, obviously, in the background, but isn't the feature. Another piece of... I like the words here, so I think I'll turn that around. And all our old bits of paper and everything are really good for this type of deal. So now I'm trying to decide. I'm going to ink because I do that, but lightly. I don't want a lot of ink. We're not going for lots of grunge, just kind of some definition. So what are you guys up to? What you gonna do this weekend? I have no idea what we're gonna do this weekend. It probably depends. It will probably be a nice weekend to go up in the mountains, so where it's a little bit cooler. So we might do that. I don't know. I haven't really talked about it. Okay, so I'm going to get these glued down. Move my dry brushing. It would probably be smart to say do all your dry brushing, anything with paint, and then move on from there. But I, of course, never do it that way. So I'm just going for it. But that might be the smart way, because then everything will be dry. Dry brushing doesn't, I mean, that's already dry, so it luckily doesn't take very long. Yeah, I'm really liking these magazines, and my sweet husband bought me a subscription, so I will continue this as long as you guys like it, because it's been fun for me too. It's always fun to just get some new ideas and some new techniques, and I don't know. I mean, I can get that from videos too, but I don't know. These are pretty cool, so. And you can modify them, like she made greeting cards, I'm making journaling cards, so modify it however it works for you. Okay, and then we'll choose a flower or two. Oh my gosh, that one's falling out. Do we want... That one's kind of hard to see because it's so light. I need tweezers or I'm going to end up breaking these with my jitteries. This one I already took out of the package. And I don't know if I'm going to put as big of pieces. Well, my pieces aren't as big, but, you know, just doing my own thing. I think I want a greenery. Eek. These are very fragile. This is why I don't mess around a whole lot with these. And I worry about them coming apart, you know, in a journal. So I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, but I want this one right here. Yeah, so that's what I'm going for. Let's get our glue going for the day. Yeah, this is another thing of gluing that is going to be interesting. I can't do that with that hand. I used to be able to do more with my left hand, but I have discovered that as it gets more kind of shaky or whatever, I can't do as much as I used to with it. Which is kind of a bummer. This is why I don't do this a lot. Because I'm scared I'm gonna break them. They're too fragile for me. I should do some from my yard, but like I said, it always takes a while, and I always forget to do it until I want to use them, and then, of course, they won't be ready. I got a lavender plant for my yard because I thought, ooh, I could press some lavender, but now I'm scared to touch it. I don't know if it would do anything or not, but yeah, it's just a little terrified of it. Because I don't know if it was just something maybe that they add to that oil, or if it, I don't know. I don't want to try it. Yeah, first year I've planted a lavender bush in my yard, and of course. I'm getting way too much glue. I can tell that much. But I'm not sure if the art glitter glue is even going to hold these. It might be better to use a what do you call it? Like matte medium. That would probably be smarter, huh? Oh, you get down there. See, I'm afraid I'm just gonna knock all these off. Oopsie. These might be too fragile for me to play with. Okay, I think I just need to leave it alone. All right, then I want to use some of my faux aged tape here because I like that look when you put it across the flowers. Where's my scissors? It's not big enough. Doing great. I like this one better. I don't think I need quite so much. Kind of gives it that look like somebody just taped down some flowers, right? And left them there. I know I say I'm going to stop messing with it, and then I start messing with it again. Okay, I like that. I think what I want to do is add a stamp or so. But of course, like the one we saw, the inspiration, you don't need the stamp if you don't want to do that. This is a very sad Tim Holtz stamp that I I don't know what I did to it, but see how the rubber's falling off of the foam? I think it's because I washed it. But they get gross. Okay, so there's one. See, that was fast. And then we could round the corners. Oh, let's put a backing on it. Even though that might be a really bad idea as far as trying to not mess it up here. I mess that white flower up if I'm not careful. These are very fragile, you guys. And if you're really not feeling the dried flowers, maybe use die cuts. That might be a solution. I don't know what that was. If you struggle with these fragile things like I do. Okay, so that's just going to go on the back. Probably should do that first, so that's something to think about, just because, you know, you've got the dried flowers on the front. You don't want to mess them up at all. There's always something to think about. The order of things when creating junk journals and ephemera. But see, you can watch me make all the mistakes, and then you know what to do or not to do. Just pushing lightly. Okay, that's our back. You could still put this on a card front, you know, just make up a bunch and have them ready to go for cards if that's what you wanted to do. All right, so there's one. I like it. I'm gonna try to set it over here very gently. And then we can do another one. It would look cool stitched around too. That's another thing you could do to it. See, when we are gluing, or you know, using glue books, the glue only gets in a few spots here and there. So you always gotta fix it up a little bit. And I'm not gonna worry if they're all different sizes. I'm gonna make this one 4 inches. Just really trying to even up my edges because they get folded crooked and everything else. Okay. pad somewhere if I can find it again. This envelope back. This is the back of the envelope that we used last week in the doing this Somerset Studio Magazine. And this, I just painted some kind of, what color would you call that? Grayish color on here, because that's kind of the color they used in the magazine, it looked like to me. I could be wrong. It could be a little different. But it's still going to be way too big. I just want a little bit. I'm just going to tear it. But you could paint any color. You could just do white or whatever you felt like. I did like the, do I want a piece of this? That stuff is really cool, Betty Ann. I like it a lot. I might just put it edge to edge on there. I don't know if it'll rip. We're going to find out. Very gently. I don't know the story behind that, so I can't tell you guys how she made that because I don't know. But I like it. Hopefully we can get it on here in one go. Hopefully, maybe. Yay. I'm just going to trim it where it's hanging over. That's really cool, Betty Ann. You got to tell me how you did that one. Oh, I'm going to back it while I'm at it so I don't forget. I probably could use the other half of what I did before, but it's fine. Oh, it's going to stick a little bit because it's porous. Got to be careful of that. I don't want to tear off. I like this color up here, so I might just try to do a very thin tear and then tear more off the bottom. You could always do that crazy thing called measuring if you want to be faster at this than I am. But as you all know, I don't do a lot of measuring. So then I just have to do everything 50 times instead. But hey, I get there eventually. These are very pretty. They just will be something that I got to be real careful with. Oh, I don't glue that. So this one's a really good scrap buster because you can use all the really weird random things that you have left that you might only have like one little bit of, and you're like, well, I don't want to use it for whatever because I don't have any more of it. And you know how that is. Sometimes but it's just a random piece. This kind of thing is great for that, I think. All right, so I have my envelope back, like an envelope back, for example. I mean, and then this crazy piece of ledger that I've stained and done all that, you know, where you stain your scraps and spray them and all kinds of stuff in a box that Louisa Heinzel did. Those are still left over from when I did that. But it's a cool piece. I think I'm going to try to get some of these edges a little, make them stand out a little more. Put that there. And then, where did I put that? Oh, right in front of my nose. I think I want, just want a little bit of this because I don't want to block that all out. Trying to decide. I'm sure you can see me struggling here. I want a little bit of the text to show, but I don't want to cover this all up. Do I even want that? I don't know. Yeah, maybe something like this. This is piano roll. I never know what to do with this. I just forget about it. Really is what it is. Oh yes, I like that much better. I might even put a stamp on that. So I think that's all I'm going to do for that part. So we'll put this piece down first. This one down here lower. So yeah, if you have old envelopes and you use the front or something, don't throw away the back because it's just a cool feature, I feel like. Because all that patina on there is old. That's not new. I mean, I didn't do that. Oops. Glob o' glue. Glob o' glue. I'm gonna just get glue everywhere. Okay, we need to be very careful with some of these. That white one might show up on this now. I do like it. Yeah, it shows better on here than it did on. I like how it says dream up there at the top. Where did those flowers go? This one's really kind of scaring me. It's just so fragile. I'm gonna kind of make it look like that's that one's stem, maybe. Is this? I don't know. Feels like it needs something long, taller. I'm so scared to even mess with these. That one's pretty. Ooh. They were attached, but they're not, clearly. Yeah, I think that will work. I wanted to see what I think is the bottom and what's the top. It's hard to tell when they're squashed. Yeah, we shall do that. And that's another one of those. There must be like spacers to keep them from, you know, banging into each other and stuff. We're gonna do more. Just give me a minute. Okay. Yes, I am very trepidatious with these. Especially that. I know it would probably be easier to put the glue on the hand and do that whole thing, but I really don't like that. Eek. Yeah, I'm gonna be real quiet while I'm doing this because it takes too much concentration. That's just making me nervous. I just don't want them all broken, you know? That would be sad. Okay. So far, so good. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but... Oh, geez. This takes me forever. Sorry, you guys. I thought I'd be able to get a lot more done. They are very pretty, though. I do like them. It's just not something I would probably do a lot of. Oh, we're gonna put this one over here. I know that's a leaf, but we're gonna pretend there's a stem or something under there. I like that little bud. I think I'm gonna turn it this way. Just gonna hold it with my fingers. It's got a good stem on it. Getting way too much glue. Because I want to have a little more control here and try to get this like that. Nope, you stay there. Eee. It's not listening to me. I know some people are probably holding their breath right along with me. Sorry. I don't know, people make this look so easy. I see people mess with these things all the time, and oh, gosh, it just makes me nervous. All right, and then we want, I think I'm going to use another piece of tape because I like that look, and a stamp. As in postage. I need to make some more tape. I know I said that yesterday too, or whenever, I don't know. It's all a blur. Okay, stamp. I can find a good one. Where are they? See, I put stuff away again. There it is. Every time I put stuff away, I can't find anything. No. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want, like, you know, bright stuff. What is this? Oh, it's a bunny. A bun. I want you to stay down. Why are you being weird? I'm going to put this on here. Hopefully it'll be all right. Because it's being difficult. Sorry, I know you probably can't see a whole lot. I'm just going through stamps. No, I need a real stamp, not those. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for either. I'll know when I see it. How's that? A lot of these are newer, so they're very colorful. That one's just kind of neat looking. I don't know why, but I like it. I like it. Oh, there's the queen. Or no, that's not the queen. Sorry. It was upside down. I actually like this one better. Tape to stick. Stick, I say. That one's good. Kind of like that one. There's the queen. For reals. No. No, 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 no. Sorry, I know this is like the most boring thing in the world when people do this, but it was a last minute decision, so it happens. It does. Okay, I think I'm just going to go with that one, and then maybe a rubber stamp or silicone stamp or something like that. Oh, kind of like that one. That'll work. That was just a fluke. Okay, I'm just going to leave those up there for now. Try to get some of the stuff out of the way. Tape is just not wanting to stick, even though I put glue on it. I'm going to put this one this way a little bit. This one this way. I'd even kind of squish it a little. Squish it. Okay, then we'll put want a little cancellation. I don't want a ton. I like these circles. Can't tell what's the top and the bottom anymore. I used to have them marked, but I guess it doesn't matter. And of course it's upside down. Oh my goodness. It's fine. Try to get this to glue down a little better. Amy. What you get for using the gloppy glue. Okay, it's fragile. It's very fragile. We're going to round corners again because I like it. Sorry, I'm such a nervous Nelly with these. I know it's silly, but I just don't want them all broken. I definitely like them. They're very cool. So there's that one. And that was 41 minutes, you guys. Did your life just flash before your eyes or what? My goodness. I'll make one more. If you're done with me, you can move on. I understand. I should have had these all prepped first. That would have probably helped, huh? But I didn't. And then what I'll probably do is stitch them, and I'll come back and show you guys what they look like stitched. But you don't have to stitch them because the originals were not. So you do you. I don't do journaling cards this orientation a whole lot either, so this is kind of good. And then later I think, why didn't I make, you know, I'm going to take this over a little more. Why didn't I? So there we go. Hopefully it's straight as it can be. But this one I might use some of this textury paper for a lighter background. This is paper my aunt made, and I don't know because I don't make handmade paper. It was my Christmas gift from her. I don't know if I want that. I think I want a piece of this. Yeah, I like that end. This is from I can't remember. Lorette Chandler. For some reason, I don't know why. I know it, but I can't think of the name of their shop. Her and her daughter. Jolene. But I can't think of the shop's name because I'm just drawing a blank. So I apologize, Lorette. It's not intentional, but I will link it because I have those old kind of ledgery papers. They're very cool. I know she's yelling at me right now. I'm sorry. If only my brain worked, it would be fantastic. So, or you guys are, somebody's yelling at me. Why can I not think of that? Well, I will link it. She's always so good about, you know, saying mine when she uses my things, so I do apologize. I'm just drawing a blank. It does happen to me from time to time. And I know this is sort of boring, but I'm going to use some of that. I want a little bit of that fiber to show. I'm going to use some of that paint on that. And I just mixed it in this little metal tin I have. It's kind of a putty color or something. I don't really know, but I like it. It's just brown, black, and white acrylic, or I did use gesso, not acrylic paint, but oh my gosh, struggling. I just want that kind of textured look. And I know I covered up the, I'm always covering up something. Just gonna use this little piece of dictionary page. Let's squish it a little. Okay, and then I gotta figure out what flowers to use. I think I want the pinks and purples for this one. Blues and pinks and purples. I'm gonna kind of set it out on here first, since that's wet. I think I'll put that in behind that other one. Behind, you know. Okay. Do I want one more taller something on there too? These got all munched. They like folded the flowers over at the top, which makes me kind of sad. I don't think I like that. Could do one more of these though. kind of want it up higher. So maybe I'll use this little stem. So it's up higher. Okay, I'll do something like that. Oh my word. Sorry, it's very tedious. But I think that would be really pretty, a really great addition to, you know, a handmade journal. It's kind of an awesome thing. It just takes a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to do this stem. Maybe. Gosh, that is so aggravating. Makes you wanna scream. Oh, come on. Hopefully you're young and don't have shaky hands if you want to do this, because yikes. And it's just worse with those steroids that I'm on. It's like, makes it crazy. Crazy. 2 more days of those. Very happy to have them though, let me tell you. Okay, this one needs to go next. Somehow. Here maybe? The cool part is you can arrange them however you want them. Whoa. So that's good. Kind of cross these. You all stay on there. This little stinker got away because it was just like an extra flower on top. So we're just gonna add it right back on there. See how you like them apples. There we go. They must put some kind of dye on these because I bet they lose a lot of their color. And yeah, because that's kind of a color you don't really see. That turquoisey. Yes, tedious does not even begin to explain. I was going to go this side, wasn't I, with that? Or do I want it on the other side now? I think I'll put the leaf over there, and I'm going to put that there. This way. Luckily, the glue dries clear. If it didn't, we'd have a disaster on our hands. just a little more there. You need to stay down. Stay down. Put our handy dandy corner rounder on there for a minute. Okay, I need to set these up over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I have a box. I think I'll put them in. Okay, what are we going to put on here? I think I'm going to do the tape again. I know I've done it every time, but I just like that look. Pasha still has his stuffed up nose. I have no answers at this point. Poor guy. It's just like nothing works. And it needs something else again, I feel like. I don't know if I like that paint or not. I kind of like it better when it's the natural colors. Don't know. Like how it says My Heart. Okay. Oh, I didn't back that one. Darn it. Well, I'm just going to round it for now, and then we can take a look. I'll go stitch them and back it so you guys don't have to watch me do it again. And I'll come back and show you when they're stitched and complete. Okay, so our inspiration was these in Somerset Studio Magazine by Amy Wilcutt. So there you can see hers. And mine are quite different, but we don't want to copy or make them exact, right? We want to do our own thing. So I'm going to go stitch those, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I came in a little closer just so you can see. This is the first one. I like it. And the second one. And I've just added little bits of fabric because like this one could go in a pocket that you would pull out this way. This would be a side pocket. And then this one has just the threads to pull out that way. So just give yourself some variety if you're going to make up a bunch of them so that you can, you know, put them in pockets wherever they'll work out. So anyways, that's what I have for the Somerset Studio. I saw it in Somerset Studio Magazine this week. I will see you guys again soon. Have a great weekend. Love ya. Bye.